Vocations. We're all called to become holy. That's the first vocation we all have. And then there's the vocations inside the vocation. And that vocation, one of them is married life. It's like this car right here. You have a husband and a wife, and they're driving many kids to heaven. And so a vocation to the married life is an awesome vocation. And many of us are called to that. And we have to figure out, is God calling me to married life or not? And then there's also the vocation of priesthood. Some people are called to be priests. If you're a man and you're called to be a priest, you're like a bus driver. You're driving many different people to a destination. And you're like a bus driver for kids because you have to teach. And a priest is called to teach and also to take care of their spiritual needs of giving them the Eucharist, Jesus Christ, and also hearing their confessions. And so a bus driver drives you to a destination, and so the priesthood is a person who is dedicating his life to bringing many people to heaven. And then you have the vocation of religious life. In religious life, you have the 3 vows of poverty, chastity, obedience. The wings on this plane is like poverty because you rise up with the gift of poverty. You give up things, but yet you're free to serve God. And so you are able to rise above the things of the world. And then you have the vow of chastity, where you give up a wife or a husband, but then you're able to serve God more fully. And then you have this other wing right here. It's like the guiding wing of the airplane, and that's the vow of obedience, because when you're obedient, you are guided into heaven. When you do your superior's will, you're doing God's will. So then the airplane can be a good reminder to us of religious life, because in an airplane you have a pilot and a co-pilot, and they're flying all these people to heaven. And so in a religious community, we all have the same vocation, the same calling, the same charism. We're all on that way to heaven. And through the vows of poverty, chastity, obedience, we're able to rise up and fly towards heaven. And then the last vocation is called single life. Many of us are called, some people are called to be single, and some people are single for a certain amount of time in their lives. It's like a motorbike. You got a lot more time to be free and to drive towards heaven and to spend time serving the church. And so when you see a motorbike, an airplane, a bus, or a car, think about, what is God calling you to? What is our vocation in life?